What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on Cultivated. I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for you. I am Jeremiah, joined with my beautiful co-host, Savannah. How are you today?
I'm good.
Excited to be here?
Always.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back.
Yes.
2 shows into the new show, and we missed a show. So I think we probably went...
It wasn't just like we missed a show.
Yeah, I know. But we probably went, I don't know, probably a year on Marriage Monday before we missed a show. So I hate that. Hate missing shows. Consistency is everything. We don't like missing shows. So just, that's not going to be a regular thing.
Not the norm.
Not the norm. We were actually out last week because my granddad passed away, and it was a good thing. It was the time had come.
Yeah.
I personally, so we had a pretty good relationship growing up. Not super close, nothing like that. But I didn't realize how old he was.
87.
87. I thought he was like early 80s. I know he was 87. So
Yeah.
he lived a very full life.
Yes.
Very, very full life. And so we had to travel last week. We went to Augusta.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Took some time off, spent time with family.
Yeah, because it happened over the
funeral.
weekend, and so family was in town that we don't. Our family spread across the country.
Well, and transparently, I think we talked about on the last podcast. We had just come in from being out of town that day, and then I don't know if you're going to get into this really, but the day I got back, your mom reached out. It was kind of like, if you guys want to come,
Yeah,
say
if you want to
goodbye.
come soon, yeah.
So I pretty much got out of the car, showered, got back in the car, and then we went to see him. And so it just all happened like very quickly.
Yeah, pretty quick. Progressed pretty
within
pretty
us
rapidly.
being out of town and getting back in town, and seeing him and spending time with family and traveling back out of town for the funeral. So it was just a crazy week.
It was a wild range of emotions too.
Yes.
Like, because it was weird. Like, at first they thought he had
his whole last
6
2
months. 6 months, really, because it started back in November.
Well, but it didn't really start escalating until
last couple months.
Yeah, right after Christmas. So, yeah.
And really, it's one of the first for us, because it's like the first time either of us has lost a grandparent that we're somewhat close to.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lost.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot your mom died.
I did lose. What?
I forgot Mama died.
I lost 2 grandparents within.
That was great. That was
a
great
month of each
grandmother.
other. My great grandmother passed away, and then right before Christmas, my grandmother passed away.
Yeah.
That
was a while ago.
It was right when we got
ago?
married. Yeah, it was like
5 years ago. Then.
Yeah.
Was it that long ago?
It was the Christmas as our first Christmas.
Wow, I did not realize that. Okay.
Because Mimi, my great grandmother, made it through our wedding. We had to FaceTime her because of COVID, and then she passed away that fall, like into winter.
Yeah.
So.
Did not realize it's been that long.
I know. But other than that, we really have not experienced like major loss together.
Yeah. And so, if we had to travel, we went to Augusta, Georgia for his funeral. That's where he's from. So a couple days for that, taking kids.
Yes.
And if you've never lived, if you've not taken a 3-year-old to a Catholic funeral ceremony,
that was just my personal first time experiencing anything in Catholic
Catholicism,
church. And so I didn't know what to expect, and we're Baptist, and things are a little more relaxed, and a little louder, and that's what our 3-year-old is used to. So it was interesting. For sure.
Yeah, I was talking to the Spencer the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, you try taking a 3-year-old from at our tell them like at our church.
Yeah,
when we finish church on Sundays, like all the kids go play on stage.
I mean, they're like jumping off the stage
they
like
just
it's
play
their trampoline. Like they just play up there. Yeah.
Which is even different than I grew up too, by the way. There's a lot of we could go down a road on that. I love the way that we do it now. Like our kids love church.
They love to be there.
Like they love being there. And so I do think like we do still have like a holy reverence. But
I was thinking about that too, honestly. Like we haven't even talked about this, but being in the church, in the Catholic Church, and sitting there and taking that all in, I was like, there is like real beauty in this, like in maintaining or trying to maintain some like holiness.
Yeah,
because that is something not that we miss, because like the physical, like the actual, like the presence of God in itself is holy and he's fully there when we're like in worship. But like the beauty of the church itself and like trying to do that in a way that like honors.
And if you've never been in a Catholic church,
yeah.
like
I never stepped foot in one.
Yeah, if you've never been in a Catholic church, the art is just beautiful.
Stunning. I mean, it really is.
You look up at the scene, like the cathedrals are just crazy. They're just wild.
Beautiful.
And so, so you take a 3-year-old to that,
right.
and you'll say.
You said you're telling Spencer that?
Yeah, just comparison to jumping off the stage and that. So.
Well, we made it.
Yeah, we made it. We made it through. I did actually want to have some funeral discussions today. That's part of what I want to talk about. I said.
So morbid.
Yeah, well, in a good way. We were talking about this, though. I was like, there's 2 things that I wanted to talk about. Apparel for funerals.
Yes.
Which I don't agree with. So let's.
I think it's changing.
Do you think so?
I think it is.
All right, so
I don't know.
I personally do not like the people who wear black to funerals.
Okay.
Now, that is said with a Christian worldview, 100%. There's a huge part of that comes into play.
Yes.
And so, for me, as a Christian, if we die and we're saved, we are going to go to heaven and we will see them again one day. So, like, we pass from this life into the next, and there's hope, right?
Right.
So, there's no, like,
morning.
It's sad because you leave the physical earth, but I know I'm going to see you again one day. It's not the end, right? It's like, I'm not going to go dressed in a black tux and, like, just all decked out in black.
Yeah.
And, like, that is morbid. Like, that is, like, and, like, mourning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally a fan of, I will show up in pink. I will show up in the brightest colors ever. Because it's like, you're celebrating. Like, you're celebrating. You are sad in the moment, yes.
Yeah.
But you're celebrating they are now, like, healed from whatever sickness they had or whatever disease they were dealing with, right?
Right.
Like, they're just, they're through it.
I think that's so different. And I don't mean to, like, be devil's advocate to you.
You can play devil's advocate. That's fine. Somebody's got to.
I do love to play devil's advocate. But
you got that from me, by the way.
You have to stop. I do think that is like somewhat coming from a place of never having experienced like loss of someone that's
super
very close to you.
Yeah.
Because like,
but I still don't.
I would kind of like, while you can have ultimate like hope and joy in the fact that if I pass away, when I pass away, you'll see me again.
Yeah.
I hope you're not going to feel like wearing bubblegum pink at my funeral a week after it happened.
Yeah, but
you know
I don't know. I would like to see the history on black. Like, I want to know what the history on that is.
It's just mourning.
But you're not mourning. Like, you're not, from a Christian worldview, you're not mourning if they're saved.
Was it done in a Christian world with that perspective? Yeah. Probably not.
Exactly. That's the point of why I'm saying I don't like wearing black. That's exactly because it wasn't done from a Christian worldview.
Well,
so that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I think that's why I'm saying that. You don't literally need to show up in pink, right? Right. Like I wore like a light blue suit.
You also didn't wear a tie.
I did not wear a tie, and I did not expect that. I was like, I didn't. I mean,
think you forgot. I don't think you even thought about it.
I plan to not wear a tie.
Oh, really? Well,
I mean, I was wearing a suit. I hadn't worn a tie in a while, but.
I don't know the last time you wore a tie.
I guess I'll wear a tie to the next funeral I go to. Hopefully I don't go to any anytime soon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, everyone else had one on.
I was the only one there without a tie on.
For sure. It was a little awkward, but anyways.
There was something else that I want to talk about.
I know what it was.
What was it?
What people say to you.
Oh, yeah. That'll probably ruffle some feathers, though.
Again, I think this
you should walk us into this because I'm gonna say things too bluntly here. You can get my point across, and then I'll come in.
I don't know that I can. I think that it.
You Jeremiah, can tell me what I think.
No. This is what it comes down to.
You can interpret for me.
I don't think this is what you want to say, but I think this is what it comes down to from you. You don't like to be pitied.
That's very true.
And you don't want people telling you that they're sorry. Because it makes 100%. You feel like something's wrong. Like they feel bad for you. You do not like people to feel bad for you. You do not like people to pity you. So you don't like people to tell you that they're sorry.
I would agree with that 100%. But so what we're talking about is when someone dies, right? And you tell somebody that they die, the first response is, I'm so sorry. Or, I'm so sorry for your loss.
What is wrong with saying that? Like, because they are sorry. They do feel sad for your loss.
But it's like saying, this is a perfect example. It's a perfect analogy here. It's like saying, oh, how are you doing? you don't expect somebody to actually tell you how they're doing. You just say that because that's the thing you say when you greet somebody, right? Oh, how's it going? If that's actually going bad.
If someone tells me that someone dies, I'm actually sorry.
But most people are going to...
from a place of asking for an apology. Like, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. I'm saying, I'm so sorry this happened to you.
You also say sorry because there's nothing else to say. Like, what do you say in that moment?
I cannot see anything wrong with telling someone that you're sorry someone passed away.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying it puts
you just
the
don't
person...
like to be pitied.
It puts the person in an uncomfortable position. Like, what am I supposed to say? It's okay? What's my response to that?
You say, I know, me too. Whatever.
Me too? Like, what does that mean?
I'm sorry they died.
Yeah. It's just a weird thing. I don't know.
You're just a weird thing.
I am a weird thing, I guess. But, so I don't like wearing black to funerals. And I don't like people telling me.
So basically, when I die, everyone has to wear pink, and nobody better tell Jeremiah they're sorry.
There we go.
Because he won't be.
Solve the problems. Okay, don't say that. But the clothes thing, you have to get behind me on that a little bit. You have to get behind me on that a little bit.
I can get behind not like the solid black, whatever. I don't really think I care. I don't know that I would wear neon yellow. But
I think it changes the mood though. Like you go in also because when we go to a funeral as Christians, like the number one. I
agree though. Like when you go to a funeral, like the one we went to was primarily people were dark colors for the most part.
Yeah.
And it is kind of just like, ugh.
It takes the whole mood down. Like if I'm going to a funeral as a fellow Christian, I know they're saved. Then my goal in that funeral, whoever's speaking's goal in that funeral, is to tell the gospel, to make sure that's clearly presented, to let people know that they were saved and why they were saved, and talk about the hope they have to now see them again, which is all good things.
And honor their life.
Correct, and honor their life. But like that's, I just don't see the morbidity in that of wearing black. I don't agree with it. But to each his own. Do whatever you may.
Do whatever you want.
It's food for thought. Should we talk about the tattoo question my dad posed today? That's a pretty good question.
That was out of left field.
It was out of left field, but it was not bad. So
present it.
If I can remember this right.
You probably can't.
Jesus, when he was raised from the dead, still had
a physical body. We know that. They saw him.
People saw him. Which means he's had the scars in his hands, right? The holes in his hands. So he will still have those hands in heaven when we get there, right? In his glorified body.
Will he?
Yes.
Will he?
Correct.
I'm not trying to be sarcastic because I thought that in our glorified bodies there will be no imperfections. Like we will be made totally new and whole. So like why would there still be the holes because
I think that we will see them.
Why would we need to see them? We'll know.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that they're still going to be there.
I should have come back for that today.
You should have, but I think they're still going to be there.
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying when we were all there together, made new, there will be no questioning of him or who he is or what he did when we are all there together.
But is he being made? He's already been made new. Like he's not being made new again.
We don't know. I don't know.
He doesn't need to be made new again. He's Jesus. The only reason we're being made new is because we're coming from a fleshly body into a heavenly body.
So are our heavenly bodies going to look like Jesus' new body? Like, I don't know. Like, his body looked the same.
Okay, you're derailing so hard.
No, I'm not. We're talking about this. His body looked the same. They were able, like, they recognized him.
So I'll walk it back. Maybe that's not his perfected body. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't get a perfected body. Maybe he doesn't change his body the way that we change.
I don't know the Bible talks about that. I'm getting out of any territory that I have any knowledge about.
Long story short, his hands and they were able to see his hands. When we get to heaven, if you have tattoos. Okay,
listen though. If my question, like, if the answer to that, if my rebuttal is right, then this is a moot point.
If what?
If this isn't his new body with holes and scars.
Correct. Yeah.
I just debunked his whole thing. Kind of.
if you get to heaven, will you still have your tattoos? If you have tattoos, will that still be in heaven?
I think no.
In a glorified body. I think no.
I think no.
Yeah, I said no. I agreed.
They can be removed here on Earth, so why would they?
But the scars would still be.
Also, though, I didn't bring this up because I was like,
you're still recognizable. But the Bible also says you're still recognizable. That's the baseline.
But also, like, nothing will end.
Yeah, imperfections won't. Imperfections
I'm gonna take this
a
little too far. I don't mean it like. Nothing can be in the presence that is not made perfect or holy.
Yeah,
but there are tattoos that are not that.
Yeah.
Right? Words, pictures that are not honoring. So those wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, basically, y'all
Savannah theologian
y'all
coming out.
Just let me talk. Okay? Actually, I am a theologian. So are you. We're all theologians.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm reading a book about this.
Are you getting excited?
I love this book. Yeah, it's really good. We're all theologians. We all have words about God.
Continue.
That's the definition of a theologian.
Words about God?
I mean, words about God.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, there you go. Funerals. Tattoos in heaven.
Heavenly bodies.
And taking a toddler to a
Catholic funeral. What
There's
a
your show for the week, folks.
What a time. We didn't even debrief our trips.
We haven't debriefed Valentine's Day either. Should we talk about Valentine's Day?
Should we talk about Valentine's Day?
I don't know. You tell me. The ball is in your court.
No.
Have we not talked about our trips? We haven't, have we?
We haven't.
Yeah, we didn't do a show.
We got home and everything
all that happened.
Yeah.
Had a great time in Yellowstone. Sven had a great time in Disney.
Yeah.
And you had amazing weather. You got to go to the pool.
Beautiful. Ugh, to die for weather. I'm so ready for summer. I will say though, we've been pretty blessed. We had our fake spring number 1.
We had an amazing week. Yeah, we had an amazing week this week.
We had a wonderful week, like 70s, sunny, beautiful,
it felt good.
Outside when we could be. And then today it was 30 degrees.
Tomorrow the high's like 39.
Yesterday it was 73, 75.
73.
No, like literally 73, 75. Today was.
It made me realize
30.
how much we're gonna be outside. Like
no, like
until it gets to be 110.
No, you keep rushing. 75 to 30 within 16 hours.
That happens everywhere. That I'm tired of people. That is one thing that I don't. That's such an immature statement when people are like, "Oh, come to Alabama, you'll feel all 3 seasons in one day." That happens everywhere. Everywhere has
but does
seasonal
everywhere
changes.
Have that happen in February? It be literally 75?
No, okay, now 75 in February to cold. That maybe not.
Like,
but those jumps and spikes like that happens everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying from the days.
Yeah, Michigan's not going to see 75
That's what I mean.
until
we could
summer.
see. No. Here's a very valid statement. It is not uncommon that we see a 70-degree day every month of the year. We really could.
Yeah, we don't typically get them in
in
January. I don't think we had one in January. You could,
but you get them in freaking December on Christmas.
Yeah, 100% in December.
So like,
January's hit or miss though.
Yes, they're few and far between, but they can happen.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's what I'm saying. We had
Alabama weather's great.
Weather.
Look, I'm not going to complain about Alabama weather. Like we do get cold, but it's not that often.
No, it's and it's not for super consistent periods. Like when it is, we did
have 2 cold snaps a couple weeks ago though. That was really, really cold.
Low today teens. It was horrible.
No, today wasn't even cold. The wind made it terrible. The wind was kicking. The
wind was bad.
We got out of church and my cover on my bed cover was blown off the back. I was afraid somebody stole my Milwaukee stuff out of the back, but they saw that red and people start coming out of the woodworks. But I went to Montana, Yellowstone. And that was a really fun trip.
Yeah, we're talking about the weather because I got to go sit by the pool and
I was bundled up. Yeah, I was bundled up. It was we did not have good snow, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Snow was lacking. We got into a little bit of powder on the last day of sledding, which was good. It gave me the itch to go back. If we wouldn't have gotten into powder, I don't know if I've gotten the itch to go back.
Really? It makes that big of a difference?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So I'm excited. Go back next year. And we'll try it all over again. But it was good. I almost died. I was like, in the rookie inexperience of never snowmobiling before, we were heading in at the end of day one. I was like, oh, let's go hit this one more time. So I found this little field, and there was no tracks in it. There was nothing. I was like, oh, nobody's been out here today. But I couldn't tell, like, that it was like hard pack or powder. Well, I don't know the difference at that point. And so I'll run out here. So I went out there and tried to stand the machine up on one ski, and it was just all hard pack sheet of ice. Threw me off. My head went straight into the ice. I thought I had a concussion for sure.
That is tragic.
It did give me a whole new respect for wearing a helmet. Like,
oh gosh, can you imagine if you weren't wearing one?
Oh no, I seriously would have messed up. Like I would probably have like a brain injury. No joke.
Wild.
That's
I
hit it so
ice.
I hit it so hard I thought the mask was cracked. Like
really?
I thought the helmet was broken.
Did it take you a minute to like?
Oh, I saw stars.
Bearings?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never hit my head that hard ever.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna scare me.
Yeah, I've never hit my head that hard.
Did anybody come check on you?
They were they didn't see it. They were like down the. They hadn't.
I went off on your own.
They were coming behind me. They hadn't got out there yet. So when we I wish I would have got a picture of it. I didn't get a picture of it when we were pulling away.
Was there like an indent of your head?
Oh, there's a massive head indentation in the ice. But yeah, it was snow. It wasn't literally ice. It was just like iced over on top. It hurt. It hurt for sure.
Wow.
But if I would not have had a helmet on,
you would be
game over.
Vegetable. I'm just kidding.
Game over. So is that what you want? You want life insurance?
No.
You said that pretty quick.
No, that's not what I said. Anyways, but you live and you learn, right?
You live and you learn.
Now you know you don't run off by yourself when you don't know what you're doing.
I didn't run off by myself. They're right. Them being with me or not being with me wouldn't have changed what happened. They would have. They would have just had to. They would have been able to see it and then make fun of me forever.
Maybe they should have.
So
maybe that's what you need.
But yeah, we'll be going back. I'll go back next year and try it again.
Yeah.
But we're home for a couple weeks.
Thank goodness. Yeah. Well, we didn't really talk about. We don't have to talk about it. Disney was good. Jack had a really good time. I was happy to be home. It was
a lot of time in the car.
A lot of time in the car. Jack and I had
3 kids under 5.
3 kids under 5 the whole way there, the whole way back, and then we got in the car to go to Georgia like 3, 4 days later.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of back and forth, but Jack overall did really well.
Good.
We had a fun time together. I was thankful to have the time with him, but we're just I'm just grateful to be home for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. Mm-mm. You're not, at least.
No, I mean, you've got something in
March.
2 weeks. Yeah. I don't have anything to the end of April, so phew, I'm set. This is what happens to me. I feel like I get the itch to go somewhere.
And then you go.
I go somewhere. I'm like, I'm never leaving again. I'm gonna never leave my house.
You don't realize how much you enjoy your house.
Oh gosh, yes.
Should we talk barn doors for a minute?
No, there's something to talk about.
Let's talk barn doors.
I'm not talking about a barn dough. I'm not.
Okay, folks, on the internet, I need your help here.
I'm trying to convince Savannah. I'm just telling y'all right now, ain't nothing gonna work.
I'm trying to convince Savannah to at least open up her mind.
No.
To the option.
No.
We have a really great piece of property that we could put a barn dominium on.
No.
That we could build a very, very big house.
No.
For a much cheaper price.
I'm not living in a warehouse.
It's not a warehouse. It can be bricked. It can be literally. It can be so not a warehouse.
You literally can't.
You've never been in one. You've never been in one. You've never been in one.
I can look at one and just shivers go up my spine.
Because they're so drafty and gold. You sheetrock them. It's a full-blown house on the inside.
Hey. I don't care.
This is just ignorance talking. This is literally ignorance talking. It's all this is.
I've literally looked at plans with you. I don't like them.
We looked at like 4 plans the other day.
Hey,
that doesn't count.
I don't like them. And we're not building on their property anyways. We've already decided that.
That's not true. We may be doing that.
I don't know when you started making all these decisions by yourself.
Well, I'm just saying. Look, guys, help me out here. And I'll tell you why. Because realistically, we're not building a super nice, like, dream home, forever home for probably 15 years. Like if we're being realistic. Correct.
Oh, yeah. No.
10, 15 years.
We'll move once or
probably twice before then.
I hope we just move once. That would be clutch.
Correct.
I don't know.
But we could build a sick barn dough to raise our kids and host for the next 10 years. Like, have so much space for such a good price.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting in the effort, the energy, the time, the mental capacity. No. To build that and then move again.
If you have a barn dominium, I need your plans. I need a video walkthrough tour sent to us.
Nothing ugly against you or your barn-do, but it's not for me.
It's just ignorance. That's all it is, folks.
It's really not, because he has sent me reel after reel after reel after reel after link after.
All right, so what do you suggest? What do you suggest? What is your house of choice next? This is a real topic for us, folks. We're at the point now where like our house is only going to last for probably another year to 3 years.
I'm thinking on the 3-year mark. Realistically, I would like to buy something like around what we have, maybe a little bigger.
Why can't I just build something way bigger for the same price?
Because I don't have the capacity to build that, and
we'll just pay an interior designer to do it all.
Really, that's so interesting.
That's how much money we'll save by building a barn do. That's how much cheaper they are. Mm-mm. It is. I'm just telling you.
Hey! I'm not building a barn dominium.
All right, I'll build it, and you can just live in it. How about that?
Yeah. No.
What camera died?
Womp womp. I don't know. I can't see anything. This light is the brightest thing since
it's toned down. It's not even sunny in here anymore.
It's not even sunny. Y'all, next week, y'all are going to see me sitting here with sunglasses.
You should bring transition lenses in here and see if they would transition.
I literally am staring into the moon. That's what it is. It's
the moon or the sun? Pick one.
The moon is still just
because they're a little different. You know the moon doesn't actually have light, right?
Yes, but that is.
Do you know that?
That's this reflection. That's what this is like. It's bright white like the moon.
Yeah, the sun's coming off of this.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right.
Glad to know that that's how you look at things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think produces light. So it's the opposite of what the moon does, actually. But
Okay. You're not picking up what I'm picking down, and I don't know that I have the brain cells to communicate with you my thought process. Why can't you just understand what I'm sending over there?
We are at this is the hardest pivot we ever made on a podcast before. We're at a place parenting Jack right now that we are tested every day.
Every day?
Every second of the day.
Every minute?
At least every minute.
Jeez.
I want to know from people who are in this, if you're out there and you're raising a 2, no,
if there's
2 doesn't even
out
count.
there that's in it with us.
2 doesn't even count.
3.
Hard cut off at 3. From 3 to 5. 4.5.
Hey, also, if you reply to us and say it gets worse, blocked.
Yeah, not opening.
I can't take any more.
Not opening.
Negativity.
3 to 4.5. If you're in that range, let me know, because it is wild right now.
It is the wild, wild west out there. Let me tell you.
Because I'm there's just so much development going on in his brain.
Right.
Have you noticed in the last 3 to 4 weeks? The things that he's just saying randomly, like he's never learned or heard. Like you haven't noticed that?
Give me an example.
I can't give an example. They're so random. Just things that make no, like they make sense.
But you're like
how did you know that? Like it makes no sense how you know that. He's starting to reason a lot more.
Yeah.
And
it is sweet. We've talked about this before, but just using situationally appropriate phrases and things. Like when I got home tonight and he was sitting in the bath and I went in there to see him, he said, "Mommy, I missed you so much tonight." Like he's never phrased a sentence like that, you know?
Yeah. So, what would you say our biggest thing that we're going through right now?
Talking back.
Yeah, the talking back is pretty bad.
The attitude. Hey, you don't talk to me like that. You don't tell me what to do. Or
he tries to repeat things that he hears us say, parenting him to us.
Yes.
Like if you tell him, "Don't talk to me like that,"
which has made us really look back in and
how we say
think
things,
about how we're wording things and phrasing things and using our tone, because he's picking up on tone.
100%. So if you have anything less than a 3-year-old, listen up, folks.
Right. They're going to start repeating it back to you.
Because when you hit 3, welcome to the octagon.
He really also just started, which we've never said, but he also just started the whole, that's not fair.
And he like crosses his arms and looks at you.
He'll cross his arms and look up at you. That's not fair. And I'm life's not fair. Like, what do you want me to tell you? The first time he said it, I said, oh, your dad hates that word. Nothing's fair. He didn't care. But anyways, yeah. It's probably like the talking back.
Yeah, and there's some defiance in there too.
Yeah.
The talking back paired with defiance is pretty rough. And it's, we're navigating, right? We're navigating and figuring out as we go, like, because transparently, like, we do believe in spanking our children. That's a tough topic. We'll maybe cancel for that one. We do believe in spanking our children and discipline. And it's one of those things that we're having to figure out when to do that. What's the best way to do it? Because we're not going to just beat them,
oh,
right?
Gosh, no.
There has to be a healthy fear of what that punishment means and like why it's being done. Yeah, like respect for it. He has a lot of time sitting on the stairs in the dark right now, so that's part of it.
I don't make him go in the dark. Oh, that one's gone.
We're losing cameras left and right, folks.
I think just one.
I don't know.
Anyways, I don't make him do it in the dark, but the stairs are timeout. But they are visible to me. They are not like, I mean, he's 3.
Yeah, he's not locked in a dungeon. No. When I say the dark, I mean the stairwell light is off. Well, there's light over there.
I don't turn it off.
Oh, I turn it off every time. We better get on the same page about that one. We got some things to clear up here.
Okay, he's 3. Anyways,
look, your dad.
I was much older.
No, I'm just saying.
Anyways, we do timeout. We take things or whatever, but he's learning. He's also like, we're getting into like getting in trouble. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but like imagination stuff. Like, he will take his food and not spill it, but just like distribute it around the house. He doesn't do this much at night, but during the day, I will find food. And, I'm like, no, like we eat our food or we throw it away, whatever. Like, what is this doing over here? And he was like, that's for my kids. They were hungry.
Oh,
I was like,
goodness.
Your kids? He was like, yeah, the kid. That's what he says. The kids.
The kids, yeah.
The kids were hungry. Like, I guess you're trying to be a good dad.
Just coming up with things that's like, where does this come from?
The most recent one was trying to be Spidey, and we have curtains in our room, and he was trying to. He ripped the rod out of the wall.
Out of the drywall. Yeah.
Out of the drywall.
The anchor.
And bent the rod. And now we no longer have curtains in our room. And I heard it because I was in my bathroom getting ready. And I heard it. And he said, but Mom, I was just trying to. And then he tried to show me how he was trying to slide down like Spidey. But Mom, I was just trying to slide down like Spidey. And I literally had to turn my back to him because I was trying like so hard.
That's one of the hardest things as a parent as well, is not laughing when they say things that are hilarious, but you can't laugh at in the moment.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm like, I tell people all the time I'm not cut out for this because I don't take anything seriously. Like, I'm like, this is a joke. But anyways, so we're just navigating all the fun things.
The talking back is one. So, spanking the kids, right? And this, we'll probably carry this conversation over to next week. We're learning and figuring that out. One of the best pieces of advice that we've gotten and have shared, I think, is what your policy was as a kid. Was like a spanking was reserved for direct disobedience, defiance, or a safety issue.
Right.
So I look at you and say, don't do this or don't do that or do not get up, right? And you blatantly ignore that and do that.
Well, it's not even necessarily like ignoring as much as it is like acknowledging and choosing to anyways.
Correct. Yeah, like you understand. You fully understand what I said.
Like you fully we know you comprehend what is being said here, and you know a lot of times will look at us and choose to do different, or just know the right or wrong and choose to do.
Or safety. Hey, there's a street right there. You don't run in the street. Like, you got to know that's off limits, right?
Yeah.
Like there has to be, it's bold to say, there has to be pain inflicted there for them to realize, like, oh, I don't do that. That's bad. Like that.
Well, it's not.
The infliction of pain there is saving them from death. So yes, that is the better alternative.
Right.
That at certain ages, at this age, he thinks, oh, if I do that, that hurts. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right. And that's saving him from death. It's like,
yeah,
Jay, don't run in the road, buddy.
Right.
Try that.
Well,
it does not work for us. So it can work. It may work for you,
3-year-old,
but does not work for a 3-year-old toddler boy. And so do what you may, right? I'm not putting our parenting on anyone. I'm just telling you what we're doing. And that is working to an extent. But it's just a figuring, it's a navigation of like when do we do things here? When do we do things there? And when do we reason with them?
Yeah.
Right. When do we not reason with them?
Yeah, because I know that one of your big things, and something that we've talked about and shared about our own parents, like being raised, is, first of all, we never want to like act like we condemn our parents or think we know better in any shape, form, or fashion.
I could not have been raised any better than I was.
Well, yeah, no, but like as only natural, I think every single human being is raised, and then if you have a child, there are things that you want to take with you, and there are things that you want to change. Like I think that's very natural. Something that we've talked about is a lot of how we were both raised. A majority of the time, a lot of things were just like because I said so. Like you weren't really allowed to like discuss or reason. Like the answer was the answer, and that was that. And so you've been pretty vocal with me about like wanting to have like.
I want them to understand why.
You want not just why, but like you want him to develop his critical thinking. So like you want him to be able to talk to us about why he wants to do that, or where like there are very much instances where the answer we give is the answer we give, and we're not going to argue.
Do not run on the road. Don't ask me why, because you'll die.
Like I'll tell you why. Like in that scenario, like there's not time to debate. Like the answer is no, and I do see like the significance in that. Like so there are times that like there is not time to sit here and have a conversation. Like there are time sensitive discipline situations, but there also are instances in which like we can sit with him and like allow him to tell us or explain to us why he was doing that. You know, like whether or not like
also give him the opportunity. Like, and we're saying this, like guys, take this, use it as you may. Whether it works or doesn't work for you, I don't understand. I don't know. But ask him, like, what we do with Jack a lot is, like, if he does something to Tate that he shouldn't do, like, before we just go get on to him, like, ask him, hey, was that the sweet thing to do? Like, was that a nice thing to do?
Was that a good decision?
And 95% of the time, he says no. He acknowledges that.
Right.
And will go tell Tate sorry.
Yeah.
Without really having to say anything to him.
Well, we don't need to get into all of this, really. But, like, you know, we know that at his age, like, so much of his frontal cortex is not developed. Like, it won't be for years, which is a lot of decision-making impulse control. So, like, we try to help him by, like, we can't always prevent the action from occurring, but we can help him recognize that was not the appropriate thing
without
to do.
Just getting beat in the moment for it. Right? Like, that's what you have to understand. And that's what I think a lot of today's society and culture gets hung up on with, like, the gentle parenting, the no spanking, is because there was a time, there still is, people still do it, but like it was just like if you spank your kids, you just beat them for everything, right? Like that is the, I'm gonna say beat. It's a loose term. I'm not saying literal child abuse. I'm just saying you get spanked a lot, all the time, for everything, right? Yeah. And so they're like, well, I don't think that's necessarily effective, or I don't think that should be done for everything. And I'm of the camp, I don't believe that you should get spanked for every time you disobey.
No.
I'm not a fan of that. But what you do have to realize is, like, there are times to do this, there are times to not. And so, I want to, like, transparent, like, I want to have on the show one day, like, I want to get a child development expert on here and talk through it, because I'm not as well versed as I should be on the development of a child's brain, right?
Right.
But I do know for a fact, like, exactly what you just said, frontal cortex is not developed, impulse control is not developed, right? Mm-hmm. And so until those things are done, you have to be careful how you go after a kid, right?
Oh, Oh yeah.
And at the end of the day, a kid's a kid, right? Like he's 3.
Well,
he has to have some.
Joking about how like he's literally 3, and we have to teach him literally everything. Well, we don't have to teach him how to do,
You don't have to teach him.
things.
You don't have to teach him how to run over his friend with a golf cart.
That's what I'm talking about.
He knows how to do that. You teach him how not to.
Long story short, my best friend took Jack and her little boy, like their kids, to play over the weekend. And he's got this little like battery powered golf cart thing, and Jack's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So they took it to ride it, and Jack was riding it, and her little boy was. I was not there. I do not know. She just told me about it. Somehow Jack ran over him with a golf cart, and had to we are very close to them. We get along with them, so like we trust how they talk to whatever.
Correct. Yeah.
So he was talking to Jack like, that's not okay. We can't run over him with a golf cart, and like we were just laughing with each other about like the fact that we have to teach them like, hey, it's not okay to run over your friend with a golf cart. Like, like we just forget, like like you have to teach that. Like,
yeah, you just don't realize it. Yeah.
Because she told me that he immediately said, John Paul can run over me with a golf cart now. Like that was what he said, because he recognized that he felt bad, but there are things that they know and there are things they don't know, and there are sometimes like they don't know that that's not what they're supposed to do, and so that is another reason that we talk about having to kind of be careful about how we approach, because like there are not the repeat offenses.
Exactly. That's a huge point, right?
Like, but there are things.
The first time you run over someone with a golf cart,
like they don't know. He is hardwired to push boundaries, to explore, to see what he can do.
And he's pushing them.
Yeah,
he's pushing them.
Yeah, if we wanted to get really candid, I didn't spank him for the curtain thing. Like I told him to get off the windowsill, but he didn't know that he couldn't. Like, I did tell him not to pull on the curtains, but the whole like swinging with them and playing and he did not know that that's what would happen. And we had a long conversation that like, I told you not to. I told you not to. Do you see now why mommy told you cannot pull on the curtains? Like that could have fallen on you. You could have been hurt. Like, so now his, he went to timeout. He had to tell Jeremiah that he was sorry when he got home, and he's gonna help Jeremiah fix it because it's a hole in the wall.
And the biggest thing that I say that we are doing with timeout is like, if timeout comes into play, you're going to timeout and you know why you're going.
Oh yeah, we don't go to timeout and not know. Yeah,
you go to timeout knowing why you're there, right? And if he does get a spanking, he knows why he's getting a spanking, right?
And we usually have another conversation after timeout.
Correct.
Like when you come down, why were you in timeout? And there are times, honestly, where he's forgotten.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you tell him again.
Or he'll just say, because I didn't listen. And you have to like re-emphasize, like, no, that was only a few minutes ago. Like, this is what happened, whatever.
The joys.
Making me tired.
The joys of parenting. So there you go. There's your update on where we're at. But it's fun. We're figuring it out one day at a time. If you're in everyday lives locally, it's what it is. It is what it is. We're figuring it out.
I know.
But hey, I'm open to share. I'm open to hear. I'm open to take advice. But it's one of those things that it's never going to be perfect, right? You're not going to have all the answers. We're not going to have all the answers. We're never going to parent the same as someone else. But I will tell you, like, you will gravitate. Like, if you don't have kids or you have young kids, one thing that we're noticing is like we gravitate more towards people who discipline kids and raise kids that like similar values, similar ways.
100%. I think that's pretty natural.
Like that's just part of it. That's kind of where your friends naturally develop, and it's a weird concept. Like that is how your friendships grow now. Like it's not just like, oh, let's go hang out with these people. It's like
we have the same hobbies.
What are your kids? What are your kids doing?
Yeah.
Tell me about your toddler. How are they acting? And
it's not like how they're acting.
It's not how they're acting.
Just how you're handling and
exactly
what your thoughts. Yeah.
Are we on the same wavelength of how we're dealing with these actions? Because they all act the same.
Well, it's just because I think something that we didn't even get into is just how like mentally exhausting it can be to spend large amounts of time around people that do things a lot differently than you.
Because you're throwing a 3-year-old's brain.
Yeah. It's
one
just,
kid's
it's not
getting to do stuff.
Yeah. It's just
and
different.
The other kid's not.
It's just different. I'm not saying one way is right, one way is wrong.
Correct.
I'm saying it is just taxing mentally on like the parent and the child to
you're confusing the kid.
Be around people that do things a lot differently.
They can't reason. Jack cannot reason why one person can do this, but he can't. Like, it's not the same. Yeah. And age differences matter. Like, you got to think about that too when you're around kids. It's like, who's older, who's younger.
Holding a 2-year-old to the standard of a 4.5-year-old is not
the same.
Not the same.
Not the same. Can't happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's where we're going to leave it. We're going to tie this one up, wrap it up, and call it
hard cut off here.
Call it quits. But this is a good intro. This is kind of where our show's going to continue to go. This is the stuff I really feel passionate about right now that we're just in the thick of right now. And so I want to talk about these things, share about these things. If we can help any way, shape, or form. If you're going through similar stages of life, we'd love to hear from you and just hear the questions. And this is the dialogue, right? The open dialogue of conversation. Like, hey, what are you struggling with? What are you dealing with? What's working? What's not working? Mainly what's working. But at the end of the day, guys, we love you. We thank you for tuning into the new show here. If you are new, leave us a big 5-star rating or review. Very humbling starting a new show, by the way. 5 years of one brand going into a new show is totally different. And so share the show with your friends. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, however you're getting it, seeing it, hearing it, whatever platform you use, share it with your friends. Let them know that this show is out there and it's up and running. So stay tuned for lots of new stuff to come down the road. We're excited for what the future holds, and we could not be more just pleased to be here. Really, like, it's truly honored to get to come to you every week and bring you this kind of content and just open dialogue. So you got any words of wisdom, parting advice?
I don't think so.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, and we'll catch you here on the next one.